That's pretty dope. So we went from a 69, no, we was 67 overall last year, and we jumped to an 81 overall. Year one, man. I'm telling you, bro. This is year two. Stay tuned. This is key.
Chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will take the field first. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you, he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman. Look out! He's got and he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt.
And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team today, but let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Commodores are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Fields. Not enough for the first, and he's still going. My, 41 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Let's go! Going to the run, it's Fields. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Commodores come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. This is a design run. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the field.
You got to be in shape chasing him around all day on side runs, on scrambles, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Back to pass on second down.
Ski route for the touchdown. Let's go.
Makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and his defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Commodores offense will have its first possession of the game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them, and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
And good blocking and space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the rush will get through him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
Finds it, big tight end. They cover by the defense, and he's off. He may run down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier, swatting at the football, knocking it out, and falling out for a massive fumble.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass. Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, you know, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run and beat that. Put a little more air on the knee, but he just overshoots it.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage, and he knocked it away.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Looking left. Holds it in. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And a good solid pickup here before the defense knocks him down. He's up to 51 yards.
All right, we got him. We put this in right here, man. We're in control.
And the Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout in front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it. Picks up enough to get the first and 10 on the 11.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
The Commodores will have it first and 10. looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. BYU. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Look at that placement.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Research Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over ULM. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So Palmer, no need to...
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations and really makes you very predictable.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. He's got it. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. Got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength.
We got lucky with that one. He put too much air in. I shaded inside. They had me to the outside.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Breaks it down. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. He now has 63 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Get set, get set. Ready, go.
Might as well give it to him again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Fields. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Commodores.
They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the penalties.
Yeah, and I don't think you get concerned or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Working that left side now. He's loose.
to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead at half, down 14-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Using his legs, it's Fields. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vanderbilt. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their...
Pass interference. Thank you. Shit, it was like 3 of them holding it.
That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Commodores with the 1st and 10. Might as well stick with him. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Commodores will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. That's looking to the goal line. And they add 6 more to go to that trip to the house.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Yeah, man, we went 0-12 last season. Like I said, we was like a 60 fucking something across the board team. But we got this guy. He's a true freshman, 5-star quarterback. Yes, we pulled out. Well, 0-12. We got us a 5-star quarterback, true freshman. He's gonna be here for a while. And then I went in the portal, got him a couple of good 3-star guys, man. Everybody wanted to start playing time. So here we are, trying to handle this out-of-conference business before we get into conference play. You know, the SEC be for real.
An opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Quickly complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe he needed a little more chain links to move the stakes. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Shoots it to the left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Snags it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. Close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take the knee in this drive. We'll start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Hand off to the lone back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Power football with the run. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here now we join Kevin with a halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's McCormick. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. The RPO fired complete to the legs. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the target. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and put the yards in with it.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's McCormick. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll go to the ground. There they go! They stay aggressive and push their way out of the 33, and it's first down. He now has 110 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They're going to ride this running back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Makes the grab down the middle. All down, and he has it out to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Going with the ground game left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. Breaks that one way off, and they're finally getting down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Of 17 on the play. First down, Commodores.
Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here's the handoff. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Hey!
Back to pass. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how do you see this football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And now on second down for this offense. Got his man. Didn't pick up the lot there. Moving forward just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Looking deep. And he can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
Good. Good discipline. I like that.
Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Second down.
He got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets the give. Continuing to churn and moving forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Commodores are facing 3rd and inches. Trying play action. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. Hold down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
On the play.
Just had to pick up a few inches on the play, and they do it on 4th down.
I mean, literally, fall forward. That's all you have to do is just give me a little bit of space where I can fall forward. You can push it forward. I like it going forward on 4th down most of the time anyways, but definitely on 4 inches.
the counter. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Using his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Once he got some room, it was all over.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
A star is born, bro. Hey, true freshman, 5-star recruit. Goddamn, Zach.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead. They're trying to hold on to it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Back open in the middle. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's McCormick. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open on the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, BYU! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out on the 45-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team. They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. He's been everyone's so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice Palmer to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. With this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics, but make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all this season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward. And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First, you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And the Commodores are on the move. The give to the lone running back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Lost the fire on second down. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Now the play from fires to the right. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
Yeah, and I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The Commodores, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They want that key up run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to the ground game on the left.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Tight end now in motion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended to 11.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. And they're able to make the tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they were today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.